Du kan muta dig sen. Det är hon som står med den för. Bakom du. Vad är det för jävla tomte?
Hello.
Jag tror inget ljud.
Devi, hi Jonathan, how are you?
I'm good.
I'm good, and you?
Good, thank you.
Yeah, I think everyone that's not on there must just mute their
Okay.
microphone.
Just for sound on our side, so just so that I get it, Jonathan, it's you and I having the conversation, am I right?
That is correct.
Du kan ta det. I will also be in the conversation.
Okay, so we're getting a bit of reverb here on our end.
Yeah, we are trying to solve that part. Kan du stänga mute?
It's an echo.
Matthias, hi.
Yeah.
Hi.
Yeah, let's just
So, do you
technically
hear me and Jonathan now? Jonathan, if you speak.
Yeah, there's
Can
no
you hear me
reverb
well?
now. Okay, so just so that I'm clear, because this is television, which is a little bit different from doing a radio interview, and I make sure the pictures look good. Can I suggest this? We do the interviews one-on-one. We normally only interview one person per company. That's how it works, generally, if you watch most television programs. Can I do a suggestion? You decide between the two of you who's going to do the interview, and if you want to do pickups after that, I'm more than willing for you guys to write a list down and then pick it up.
So sorry, but we you know that it's the summer holiday period, and we have been able to get the answers on the questions that you have been sending over for us, and we need to try, because we don't have the top management available. So Jonathan and I need to do this together to be able to answer the different questions in the correct way, so you get the best answers you want.
Okay, that is unusual.
Yeah, I fully understand that, but it's also unusual to take an interview under the mid of the vacation period. And I know you have the same type of period in December in South Africa, so it has to be that way, that we are mutually in it. And we could have one picture with both of us sitting in. That is fine with us. Or we do it like this, that you have pictures. And I guess that your staff is more than capable of using the pictures from this video that you can put into the to the show one by one, because it's not live anyway.
Okay, so we're not going to argue about this. I just need to get the answers anyway. But I just want to make a point. I think if you're a global company and you guys may be having holiday on your side, and if you're marketing whatever you're marketing in South Africa, then you need to be cognizant of the fact that unfortunately we're not on holiday right now. No. So I'm happy for whatever's going to. Let me see technically, guys, would it work if we have both their pictures on the one screen? Would that work?
I think it might be
Come and have a look.
Better for sound if people don't talk over each other like that.
Yeah. That's fine. So if we put both the pictures on the one screen, then can we just leave a slight delay so that we don't speak over each other, and then it looks, the quality is fantastic there. Are you got both of you in the same room?
We are both in the same room right now, if you look at this.
Yeah, if you sit closer together, maybe we can do that. I don't know how social distancing works on your end. Let's try
it first. Just move. We try to move here so we could sit together like this.
There we go. Just get a little bit closer.
Or then just move the screen back.
Or move the screen away.
Is this fine?
And then I'm going to ask you, there's a light fitting that's popping out of your head. Can you move it out?
You want to move
this it's behind you.
Yeah?
Yeah, just... Okay, we'll do that.
We don't have a studio in the where we're sitting right now, so it's sorry for the background.
No, that's fine. I just wanted that lamp out of your head. So that looks, let me see what else. And then can you tilt towards you so I have less headroom? There we go. Much better.
Wow. Becoming good at this.
Yeah. I know. Have a look, guys. I'm happy with this. I think this is neat, professional, and looks really lovely. Okay, cool. All right. So what we'll do is, so that it's smooth and it goes quickly, remember, long answers are going to end up being edited. So long answers, not a good idea. Just try and keep it as succinct as possible. And we won't talk over each other. We'll just keep a couple of seconds from the last person, after the last person is ended, and then it'll all be good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and I think we will try to answer the questions one by one. So it's not that we're answering the one question, two of us. So it's more that we have different areas where we're working with Jonathan and me. That's the reason why we want to be both here.
Okay, that'll make my life a lot easier.
Yeah.
So while you are talking, the table is moving or the laptop is doing a slide, something or the other. Let me just have a look. So just
Let's
count
wait
for me.
1 second. If we take the
Yeah.
another, we need another box, because that was an empty box and this is a filled box. I think that will be a difference
see
if
now?
we.
Okay, just count for me, please, any of you, so I can see if there's a vibration.
Yeah, but if we move a little bit back and we take those things and we don't touch the table, then it will be stable.
That will work. And then on your shoulder in the back, there's some papers that's left there behind you. Can you just move that? Sorry,
Definitely.
guys, I see all these things.
Yeah, but that's
Yeah,
great. We don't see them, so it's great that you do
There
it.
you go. Okay, so that's it how you're going to sit, and I just want to make sure everything is neat and pretty. Okay, I'm happy. Happy, guys? Happy? Okay, let's go. Okay, so just for our records, if you can give me your full name and surname and your position within the company.
So my name is Jonathan Strom. I work as the chief of the African expansion.
And my name is Johan Westerdahl, and I'm the Chief Operating Officer.
Okay, great. Both of you are happy to do this interview, right? I didn't force you into doing it.
No, but it's great to be able to speak our mind. It's been a lot of negative publicity lately, and there's a lot of misinformation, a lot of slander in the media as well. So, of course, we're happy to be able to give the correct information and to be able to assist our members that we have worldwide, and of course, especially in South Africa.
So what products is Crowd1 marketing, and how do you basically derive your revenue?
Crowd1 is selling 5 products at the moment, all coming from third-party suppliers. We have the e-learning packages, we have the magazine, that's a global lifestyle magazine. We have Life Trends, that is a booking portal for hotels, cruises, resorts. That is very similar to hotels.com or to Expedia. We have Safer, a safety app for the South African market, the largest of our markets. And we have Tribute, a lifestyle product supplier for the Nigerian market. And the company and the affiliates make the earnings from the margins from the sales, from the product sales.
And all these products, do they exist on online platforms? Are they all on online platforms?
They are on online platforms. Some are all rolled out to the affiliates at the moment, and some are rolling out within the next couple of weeks here.
How much do they cost?
It's very different. The magazine is €1 if it's the digital version. It's €3 if it's the printed edition. And we have products, I mean, if you talk about hotels that people can book, that could be very expensive if you take an expensive hotel in an expensive town in the world.
Yeah, so I need to just come in with this. Who's traveling right now? Because we're kind of locked in here.
I mean, the situation is that we started to plan our product launches long before we knew anything about the COVID-19. That's also a reason why some of the products had taken longer time than we was aiming for. But at the moment we are rolling out, and we see enormous positive trends for what you call hemester, or in Swedish, to stay vacation, to stay in your local area, to take a vacation, take a night on a hotel or something like that. So that product is pretty big, with a number of 100,000 registered just within the few first weeks of since it was launched.
So like I live in Johannesburg and I do a staycation in a hotel in Johannesburg.
Yeah, you can do that. And I can do
That's
the
what
one
you
in
do.
Stockholm, in Sweden then.
Yeah, so you just stay in another place in the city that you're in, and you're seeing there's an uptake. In
Yeah.
terms of the magazine, I mean, what kind of African content do you have?
We have stories from the total globe, success stories from the business we're in, but also stories, lifestyle stories from different areas and trends, global trends. We can show that later.
So you said there's 100,000 on the booking platform now.
It's a
It's not
number
a
of
lot.
100,000 that has registered to be able to use the booking platform the few first weeks then since we launched.
So you launched the booking platform recently.
Yeah. We
And that's
launched
one
it the 4th of July and it has been rolling out. So now all affiliates globally has been able to register.
And if you look at the other 4 products, when were those launched?
The e-learning was launched when the company was founded early last year. The magazine was launched beginning of this year. And then the Safer and the Tribute is products that has been launched to the open market, and with our special deals it will be launched within the next coming days, weeks.
So the safety app and preview, in other words, that's what you're talking about. That's going to be launched in the future in the next couple of weeks.
Yeah, we have
So in other words,
we have told the network about them. We are open with them, and then we are coming with new products that will be launched during the rest of the year. Other types of products.
Yeah. So let me get this straight. Of the 5 products that you currently have, 2 of them are coming in the future. One was launched on the 1st of July, and the other 2 has been around, one since last year and the other one since January of this year.
Yeah, but you need to understand when we launch a product like Safer or Life Trends, we can't roll out because we have so many independent affiliates around the globe. We can't roll them out in once because we will. Our own service will not be able to cope with it. The service from the companies will not be able to cope with it. So we need to launch this step by step to get it rolled out in a professional way to secure that they're working, that the people get what they want from it. So it's a process. We have launched them. Everyone knows they're coming, but then now we have launched, so all people has been able to register and come into the Life Trend system. Now we're going over and starting with the Safer app, launching that one. And when that is done to the total crowd, we will launch the next product. And before that is done, we will have officially announced the next coming product.
So do you, as a person, do I then buy, are there any kinds of package costs then if I want to buy a membership? How does that work?
There is no starter fee. There is no sign-up fee. You join free and you can start gaining from the system as a free affiliate, as we call it.
But I need to be a member of Crowd1 first, right?
You need to register.
Yeah.
You need to register to be able to gain from it, but you don't need to pay anything. It's a free affiliateship or membership.
To these particular packages. But if I'm a Crowd1 member, do I get a discount on the packages?
The deal with the, for instance, Safer is that you get a better price for the app if you join via Crowd1 to use the app than the public does.
Is it a significant difference though? Versus me as an ordinary member or versus me as a Crowd1 member? Because if I'm with Crowd1, I would want a very big discount because otherwise it doesn't make sense.
First of all, you get a better discount. We have been open with that on the launch event of the 4th of June, that 20% of the total margin on the product is handed out as a customer discount. So you get 20% of the margin on the product as a customer, as a discount. Then the rest is distributed into the crowd, into the network as sales commission. So if you're an affiliate, you both get a better price and you earn from the total sales, the total revenue that we have on products.
Explain the property packages. I heard there was some kind of property package, and I'm probably using the wrong word here. but it's something that a package that's
The real estate.
part of
Yeah.
e-learning maybe that
Mhm.
makes you smarter in terms of property investments.
Yeah, sure. So this is one of the e-learnings that we offer, and these ones are something which is a great start to get some, basic understanding, and then to further develop the skills to be able to take advantage of the real estate industry or the real estate business, but also to better understand the current situation. People they have properties, so they are all tend to live in properties. Not everyone, of course, can afford to buy a property. I'm definitely aware of that after been living quite some time abroad and also in Sweden. It is, but it's a good step in a direction to better understand this type of business because it's very fascinating.
And does it take into account the laws in different countries in terms of property law, or is it just
it's
one?
It's a broader type of education. You get the basic information. It's not done for the specific countries, so you get a basic understanding about properties and how this is working in general terms.
Why is recruitment such an important element of Crowd1?
It's not especially important thing for Crowd1. This is a thing that is common for all MLM companies all over the world. It's also something that you see in basically any other company working with any type of business. You want to have referral customers, you want to have recurring customers, you want people to talk good about your company and recommend the company to someone else.
Why are you not licensed with the relevant authorities in South Africa?
Sorry, which one do you refer to?
The FSB to start off with.
We are registered with all the relevant authorities that is needed for the business that we are conducting. We are not selling any type of financial products. We're not selling any type of financial services. We're not giving any type of investment opportunity. We are an online networking marketing company.
So can you tell me who you are registered with in South Africa that allows your business to be legal here?
We are 100% incorporated.
What does that mean?
We are incorporated with the tax returns. We're incorporated with the local authorities, but we don't need to be registered for selling financial products since we are not selling financial products.
So then what's your response to the various investigations in South Africa around Crowd1?
Which one are you referring to?
I'm referring specifically to financial services. There's also talk about the Consumer Commission and the council.
Sure. So we are in contact with these ones. We are in contact with them to inform them about the business, to clarify the misunderstandings. We have a good conversation so far, and there has not been any updates from their side. So over the last, I would say 20 days or something, we have been in contact with them.
Have you been in contact with the South African Reserve Bank? Because they are also investigating Crowd1.
Sure. According to our lawyers, they are under the same type of affiliates as the financial department. So we're in contact with those ones. The FSC.
Yeah, I could be wrong here, but it's a big deal if the South African Reserve Bank is investigating you independently. And that's apart from the Consumer Commission, because it's the Reserve Bank.
Yeah, as I mentioned, since we're not dealing with any type of financial products, financial services, or investment opportunities, we are more than happy to clarify all the misunderstandings about this. So we are in contact with the relevant authorities. We have been approaching them instead of waiting for them to approaching us.
How do the tiers work? Because I've asked a few people and maybe they aren't able to explain it, but I don't understand it. So in a short answer, can you explain to me how do the various tiers work?
Sorry, tiers?
Tiers. Can you clarify? Sorry.
Levels. I'm using the wrong word here again. The different levels. So you join as a member and then you're meant to work yourself up, some kind of elevation.
All affiliates are affiliates. There is something that we call network levels, and that is
white titanium.
no,
That's right.
No.
No? Okay.
That is something around the size of the e-learning package that you were referring to earlier. What type of e-learning you have been buying? So that is not a level in that sense.
Okay. So finish your answer. You were explaining to me and just working out my vocabulary because I'm getting the terms wrong. Just explain to me then how does it work? So another word for tiers, another word for levels.
Now we have something that we call network levels, and that is something that you can gain when you are referring people and building up a team, a business, where you could then refer products through and then get the commission from that part compensated.
I mean, it's very, I would say, similar to any other company. So you have people, if you're good at your job, you will be rewarded. So if you're able to then have a lot of product sales, of course, you will then earn the commission based on the compensation plan, as with any other company.
So Norway has declared Crowd1 a pyramid scheme. How did you react when you heard that?
First of all, about Norway, it's not true and it's a lie. Norway has not declared Crowd1 anything. It's just the letter they have sent out. It's just an informal information letter stating the rules of Norway, and there has been no investigation going on in Norway at all.
Why would they do that? Because it does come across like perhaps they do have a problem with Crowd1.
No, they do that to all companies that is in the close to the restriction area, and where they get questions about. So they send it out. I've seen that to other companies I've been working for before, etc. So it's not very uncommon that the Norwegian authorities does that.
And what's the story with the Bank of Namibia then? Was it just also a friendly letter?
I mean, we have been in contact with the Bank of Namibia. We've been in contact with different authorities in Africa and in other regions to explain what we're doing. For me, this comes back to, I mean, at the moment there are tons of articles written about how we are then a Ponzi scheme, how we are doing the wrong things back and forward. I would be extremely interested to know if it was possible to see where these ones are coming from and why we see them now. We are explaining everything in the best possible way, so we are in contact with these ones. For me, it's about the misunderstanding, and we of course need to look at ourselves to see what we can do better to improve our communication.
But as far as the Bank of Namibia is concerned, does that still stand, where they've basically declared Crowd1 as a pyramid scheme? Does that still stand?
I mean, we are in contact with these authorities. We've been trying to get the report which they based this on. We have not received anything. So we are in contact with different authorities the whole time to explain everything about what we're doing. Of course, due to the COVID-19 as well, it's been tricky to travel. We've been sending emails to some places, but not been able to receive feedback. So it's something that we will continue to, of course, work on to make sure that we are sorting out all these type of misunderstandings from different parts of the world.
Why is it important for you that you expand within Africa?
It's not important for us. It's everything that happened in Crowd1 so far is built on organic growth. So we have not been pushing any specific regions. It just tend to be that there are some really fantastic people who's been spreading the news about Crowd1 and then been able to build big networks and sell the products in Africa, but also other parts of the world. So myself, I've been living in Africa and in Nigeria for the last 7 years. And when I came to Nigeria, I realized quite quick that people here are amazing and they are really pushing. They want to do something and they're born to be salespeople. So I'm not surprised that we are growing a lot in Africa because there are a lot of people who are hungry for these type of products.
How, in your own words, do you believe you are adding value and, more importantly, wealth? Because Africa is an impoverished country. There's not a lot to go around.
No, but as we have said earlier, I mean, we are serving a possibility, a toolbox with the products, with the system, where people could, if they're working hard, earn money. They could build up their own business. And that is the same as for most of all MLM companies or direct selling companies around the world. And especially in this time with the COVID, where people are starting to look for other work, for other places for income, our business is prospering, and this spring has been enormous with the number of people coming in that we couldn't see coming when we ended last year. And I must say that we are seeing that together with all the fantastic people, our affiliates, we are building a huge community, a huge business with the new products coming in that is serving them, gaining them income, and we are bringing a lot of wealth into the system.
So let's talk about the income. I've spoken to a few people. Some of them are giving me examples of where they've put in an amount of, say, 2,000 Rand around about February, March of this year, and then received anything between 20 South African cents and a maximum of 14 Rand. So how does that work out? What could have gone wrong there? Because I'm not seeing lifting a nation yet.
This goes back to what we discussed before, what we are and what we're not. We are not an investment opportunity. We are not selling financial products or any type of financial services. We are selling a product. We have a compensation plan where people can earn commission if they are hardworking and they're good at what they're doing. It's quite simple in that case.
So in terms of the products itself, so this is what I'm hearing. What I'm hearing is Crowd1 has been around since last year. Your launch was in South Africa in November last year. You launched, people started putting money in, and then you're coming with the products.
That's not the case, right? Because we have been having this e-learning from the beginning. People are buying the educational packages.
How fantastic are these products? I just need to understand, even from an e-learning point of view, how amazing is it? Because you can Google a lot of things and perhaps Google a lot of information that's very specific to the country you live in. So if you want to find out about investing in property, you can do that. So how wow is your product that I need to get a general understanding of investment?
I would say that you could Google most of all knowledge you want to Google if you're capable of doing that in a way, and it will take you a lot of time. If you look at the e-learning product, independently more or less of all e-learning products globally, they are a way of combining, putting all the things into one place. So it's easy for you to connect, easy to get the knowledge, easy to take in the knowledge and use the knowledge. And that is the unique thing with all education, independently of the e-learning, of its training in school. Somebody has gathered all the information, and that is what we could say about our e-learning packages.
Why is it when you talk to people who are part of Crowd1, they never ever talk about the products? They just talk about money that's been put in.
Yeah, I mean, that is maybe potentially then something that we need to be taking a look at. Maybe we need to improve in our communication, because it's extremely clear in our terms and conditions in what we are doing and what we're not doing, and all these documents are in the back office for each of the different people. They need to read and they need to understand the terms and conditions as with any other company. And I think what is happening right now is that Crowd1 is changing an industry. I think we are similar to what happened with Uber, where people were demonstrating and protesting against Uber coming into our country and taking a lot of job opportunities for taxi drivers. So of course
so you see yourself as a disruptor?
Yeah, of course we are.
Yeah.
Are any of the courses accredited?
Which one? Sorry.
Any like your e-learning, are any of the courses via the e-learning platform accredited, and with whom?
It's they are not accredited. You will not get a certification from them.
So why will I want it?
Because it gives you, as Johan was explaining before, it's combining the information. But of course you can find some of the information online, because you can find most of the information online. But this is a gather information in a book that gives you a good start to better understand this. And of course, we are continuously going to work on improving all of our different products, add more value into each of them, definitely. But I think this is a great start for anyone.
Why are you not a pyramid scheme in your own mind?
Because none of the revenue is coming from the sign-up process. Everything is coming from the product sales. As simple as that.
You know, guys, I don't think I'm a stupid person. I really don't. I can understand. I've got an MBA. I don't understand how this works. I have no idea. I have spent nights trying to figure out how it works. When some of the packages cost like 45,000, I'm not seeing it. I don't get it. If I get it, I'll be in.
Have you read it?
Read it. It's so confusing. And I always say, if you're going to, maybe invest is the wrong word, but if you're going to dial in, then you need to be able to explain how it works very simply to a relative or a friend. And I can't do that. So that must mean I'm stupid, right?
Definitely
No.
not. I mean, I think as we've been discussing before as well, if this is something that is unclear, of course we need to work on the communication. Because in our terms and condition, it's extremely clear what we are doing and what we're not doing. We have our products, the revenue and the profit is shared in the network with based on the compensation plan.
There is a business
chicken and egg,
presentation.
right?
Sorry, there is a business presentation presenting the company that is something around 25 to 30 slides. So it's a bit longer than this interview to take you through it, but we will happily do it to give you all the information and the feeling for how the business is working.
If you could send that to us, that would be fantastic, and then I'll give it another step to try and understand how it works. But just a very quick one from my side. If I were to look at just the product range as it stands now, the 5 products that you mentioned, and it is the chicken and egg argument of which one comes first. In my mind, before you market anything, you need a product, because then you tell people what you're doing. What I'm seeing here is products being developed as we go along, after people put money in. Am I right? Am I wrong?
We had the e-learning product from day one. The magazine came, and we were around New Year. We were less than 1 million people, affiliates. Now we are over 7 million. So it has been going very, very quickly. We have been delayed because of the COVID-19 with the product launches. And but we are working all the time on the products, and if we don't have enough people in the crowd, we don't attract the right companies to be partners with us. If we weren't as big as we are in South Africa, Safer would never have been interesting to work together with us. If we weren't as big as we are globally, Life Trends would never be interesting to work with us. So it's really the hen and the egg discussion here. And in this case, yes, you need to have a mixture of both, but they need to come side by side. We had a much faster growth on the affiliate numbers, the crowd numbers, than we were looking for during this spring, and that meant that at the moment we have a bit of dip in the balance in between them. But if you wait, I would say few months more, we will definitely have a global range of products combined with a local range of products that is definitely balancing this thing, even if we would be 10, 15 million of people.
Okay, so you're clear about that.
Yeah.
The plan is to get the people in first, and then it becomes the economy of numbers.
I mean, what we have from the beginning sold the e-learning. We are adding more products, but from the beginning we had the e-learning.
And e-learning was the property.
Correct.
Learnings, and what else?
The property.
And there is some
That's
social
it.
media training as well as in that one, but it's
You guys do
mostly-
media training too.
Yeah.
All right.
From the beginning, we had the real estate in education.
Yeah. All right. Any other pickups from this side? So the question that I'm getting here from my producer is it a matter of semantics where we use different words to actually describe the same thing in the end?
What are we describing? What do you mean?
We're describing that there are tiers. We're describing that people put money in. We're describing that in the end, we are banking on an economy of scale, which is why you do need this to work. Because without the scale, you've got nothing, right?
As we discussed before, we launched and we still have the e-learning system. So from the beginning, we sold a product. People are not investing because we're not investment opportunity. We're not selling any type of financial products or services.
And you will only earn money on the product sales, from the margins of the product sales. All types of bonuses comes from there. You can't just come in and join and don't do anything. You need to work in the system, in the scheme, to be able to earn money, to sell products, to recommend products to others, etc.
And the allegation is that you've got these Mickey Mouse products that nobody really needs and using that as a guise to continue with what is being termed a scheme here in South Africa. That's the allegation.
As I mentioned before, we are in discussions with all the relevant authorities to clarify everything around our products and our business model.
Do both of you understand what effect we've had in terms of COVID in South Africa? People are unemployed, people don't have money, people are desperate for some kind of future. And the allegation is that as far as COVID is concerned, as far as Crowd1 is concerned, the allegation is that as far as Crowd1 is concerned, we're pushing a dream and it may not work out if you don't get your economies of scale. That's not a joke for us.
Of course. It's extremely serious, and I'm in contact every single day with people from South Africa and from the rest of Africa. I spoke to our lawyer the other day who had a close relative passing away, so we are definitely taking this serious. We are, as I believe, this is a great type of business for anyone, since it's possible to join without the education. You don't need to be grown up in with a different type of background. Anyone can join this type of business.
You see, but what is your core? Because in the end, you either collect money from people or you have these amazing products, which you don't have. You don't have amazing products. You guys are not selling gold. You're not selling something that's so fantastic that people want to buy into. And I think that's where the confusion comes from.
I think we have amazing products. Life Trend is a tremendous product, and especially when we could see the margins that we are able to divide into customer discount, into the spreading into the commission plan to all the affiliates that we have. That part is a tremendous. And the interesting thing here is that independently of where in the world you're doing the business, you're paid equally. So even the person that is working in a country with a lower buying power earns the same as a person in a country with a much higher.
So I just want to summarize in terms of the products. The e-learning portal, you're talking property in a time when nobody's buying property, to be honest with you. And that's the only product that you have there. In terms of the magazine, perhaps it is high end. I haven't seen it. All I know is that magazines have closed down in South Africa alone. Not much interest or appetite for that right now. Your booking portal, nobody's flying anyway because of lockdown. Your safety app in South Africa, I think we can deal with our safety issues relatively well by ourselves. There needs to be buy-in there. And then with preview, I don't know. Those are your products.
We have 5 products, and so far we have been able to share these ones all over the world. We are extremely happy about these ones, and of course it's important to remember we have not been around for that long. We have 5 products now, and there will of course come more products, but we are extremely comfortable with the ones we have, and we will continue pushing these ones and educate people about these ones.
So why did you not come up with the products first?
As I said earlier, we can't come up with the products, the attractive products, before we had a critical mass of the crowd, of the affiliates. So it's the hen and the egg discussion. It's like Uber, it's like Airbnb. If there is not enough of interest of rooms to rent, hotels, if there's don't enough hotels that is connected to hotels, no one will use hotels. No one will use Uber if there ain't cars in the market. No one will come to us and want to join and provide the products through our crowd if we ain't enough people. So it's pretty simple that way.
Are you paying tax in South Africa?
We don't have any income in South Africa.
Okay, I need to draw pictures for this one. You say you don't have an income in South Africa, but then people are putting money into it. Where's the money going?
All products that are sold by third-party suppliers. Crowd1 is only recommending and providing third-party companies' products.
So people pay other people, but you don't get the money.
People,
how do you get the money?
We get a sales agent margin that we are distributing as a discount to the consumer, to the user of the product, and then into the compensation plan.
So, are you getting money out of this at all?
So if you are buying Safer in South Africa, you buy that from Safer. Safer pays their taxes and other things in South Africa. We get the sales commission to Crowd1, and we then use that part to make the compensations in the bonuses in the compensation plan.
Is Crowd1 registered in South Africa to operate?
Correct.
So if you're registered here, then any money that comes into you, you pay tax, right?
Any money, yeah.
As Johan was mentioned before, so everything is built on partnerships, right?
Yeah, guys, I'm telling you, I must be stupid. I promise you. If you're earning money in South Africa, it's coming in from South Africans, you need to pay the tax. Yes, no. Simple.
Yeah, if we have income in South Africa, we are registered in South Africa, and we pay tax in South Africa.
And do you have income in South Africa?
Now we are into questions that we had a mutual agreement because of the holiday period in Europe that we should have the questions in advance. We have been able to answer a number of them that was not on the list. The exact legal structure and the setup is not a question that neither Jonathan or myself are fully aware of, so we can't give you the full answer. Sorry.
You are
we can get back.
South Africa. You're the CEO. You're operating in South Africa. You need to pay tax in South Africa. Plain and simple. This is not a chicken or egg debate, guys. This is if you earn here, you pay tax here. And it's a responsibility for any company that's registered to work here. Simple question. Yes or no?
If we earn money in South Africa, we pay tax in South Africa. No discussion.
And you are paying tax in South Africa. You are paying tax in South Africa?
If we earn any money in South Africa, we are paying tax in South Africa. I don't know how the legal structure in that part is. I don't know the numbers of income in South Africa or not, so therefore I can't say. And to get back to the other part, neither Jonathan and I have the full part. The top management is on holiday vacations.
You're the CEO, right?
Sorry?
You're the COO. You're the COO.
Yeah, but I'm not in the legal structure and the financial part of the company.
Yeah,
I'm
debt and tax operations like make sure 100%. Are you earning money in South Africa?
I'm not sure. I don't know exactly where we have the monetary streams coming because we are, as we said,
earning money in South Africa. You are. You wouldn't have done a launch. Come on, guys. You are earning money in South Africa. It's a straight question. Are you paying tax or not on the money earned in South Africa? Are you up to date? Because that's easy to check.
For sure. I mean, I can happily send over our documents from the FRS.
Okay, I think let's do that. I'm fine. Fine, everybody's fine. Guys, I appreciate the fact that you took time out from your warm, sunny holidays because it's freezing cold here, as you can see.
It's freezing cold in Sweden as well, even if it's summer. I promise you.
So what's the temperature there?
15 degrees, 17 degrees. It was a little bit
for
warmer
you. That's
today.
our winter. Yeah. That's why we. Yeah. All right, guys. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
If you have any questions, we'll send it. We'll send it through. But I think we're okay for now.
Yeah.
Okay,
Thank you.
Perfect. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
You're very welcome. Right over. Bye.
Bye.